more on this story, let's speak to David Gortler from Phoenix, Arizona. He's a drug safety expert at formerfda.com. David, thank you so much for your time. We understand that the particular drug in question was first tested on animals, chimpanzees, and the like, but can you take us through the usual process here and to what extent a drug is tested on animals before humans?
Hi, good evening, Natasha. So in the United States, before a drug is tested on human beings, first it's tested in the laboratory on a cellular level on different kinds of tissues, following which it's typically tested in several different animal models. Finally, after an exhaustive test of these drugs in animals, they're finally given to humans in what's known as an FIH, or first in human trial. Typically, when the drug is given to human beings for the very first time, it's given to healthy individuals.
Well, David, clearly we've seen in this case the devastating effects that a drug trial can have, and that it comes with very serious risks. So what are the main motivators for people to take part?
Well, in this particular trial, there's still a lot of details emerging, and there are a lot of people sort of in panic mode with regards to exactly what happened here and what exactly went wrong. But typically, people are reimbursed for their time for taking these drugs. In this event, as far as what we know so far, people were given approximately 2,000 pounds to volunteer their time in order to take these drugs, to take a single dose of these drugs for a one-time use.
Well, clearly, 2,000 pounds is nowhere near enough money, or I don't even know if there is enough money to compensate these people for what's happened. Is that the usual price tag attached to trials like this?
Well, typically for a first in human type trial where you give a single dose like this, that's a lot more than what one would normally expect for just taking a single drug one time. Obviously, there's some sort of legal thing which will have to occur offline to help the people who have been sick, who've been sickened by this drug. I mean, I'm a former FDA medical officer and have worked in drug development for almost 20 years now. And we do see some kind of wacky or unusual things occur when you give a drug to humans for the first time, but nothing as egregious as what's happened in France with this biotril drug.
Clearly there has to be repercussions for what's happened here. What is the general procedure when a tragedy like this happens?
Well, part of this involves exactly what was written in the informed consent form that these patients signed, because these people, they're given, or should have been given, in the United States anyway, a full disclosure of what could potentially happen when they take this drug. As far as what happens going forward with these individuals who were sickened, and what we're hearing now is it's as many as 6 people who've been hospitalized, and approximately half of them could have some permanent brain damage. As far as what happens going forward, that's something which is really left up to the attorneys and the drug company going forward.
Certainly not something that will be settled anytime soon. David Gortler, thank you so much for joining us.